This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.
The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Benjamin Kalu, has withdrawn the indigenship bill from consideration. A statement by Honorable Kalu's media office stated that the bill, which was aimed at promoting national unity, equity and inclusiveness among all Nigerians regardless of where they reside, was withdrawn following consultations with stakeholders. Joining the conversation this morning is Chris Wilson. Mr. Wilson is a social commentator. Good morning, Mr. Wilson. Thank you for joining us on the conversation.
Yes, good morning.
So, just as we start this conversation, what do you think about the intentions of this particular bill?
Well, personally, I have tried to look at the proposal from the Deputy Speaker, and I want to say that that bill is his personal opinion, as far as I'm concerned, and for Nigerians and Abians, including the people where he represents, that bill is not as important as the Deputy Speaker might think it is, because the Constitution on its own had already taken care of some of the things that he's agitating for. Because before we've seen people from other states, including Lagos and some other places, where the governor or governors have been able to give appointments not based on political or not based on indigenship or whatever, but because they find such persons competent enough to be in that position. So for the Deputy Speaker to bring up that, and it will have a lot of political colorations, and it's not something that we wish now, as far as I'm concerned, because, like I said, some of those things had already been taken care of without, such bills coming up. So for me, they should look at something that is more important to us than that bill.
So, just for the sake of clarifying some of the objectives of this bill, one was supposed to be that a settler would be granted indigenship if they've been in the place for up to 10 years, if they were born in the state or have lived there for up to 10 years. Also, if you've resided in a local government area of the particular state for up to 10 years and can show that you've been paying your taxes, and if you've been married to an indigene for at least 5 years. The summary of it was supposed to be that whoever is an indigene of a state, or rather whoever is a settler in this case, how we describe them, would have the same benefits as the indigene. And you just mentioned political appointments, but it is more than political appointments, isn't it? I'm curious as to whether you think we could even legalize those benefits when it's also just a matter of perception. Sometimes if you have a different name from me in my state, that alone precludes you from some of the social things that, come with the benefits of having the name.
But before now, like I said, probably I wasn't broad about it. Before now, we've seen like there are people you call the arrow people who you literally see in several communities in Igbo land. Those people, became part of such communities, and they benefit from whatever that comes from that community. However, despite being accepted by our forefathers to be in various communities, and there are positions that they won't be allowed to take. Do you understand me? If, for instance, I come from Anambra State, and I've lived in Abia virtually all of my life. Yeah, and I'm married to an Abian. But that doesn't guarantee me the whatever to start demanding to be an indigene of Abia. First, you are an indigene of Anambra in my own case. And I don't think I have any business, so to say, to start thinking of equally have dual citizenship or indigenship in a country where I come from. So, but I should be granted access to some political or some rights that others enjoy, but not to, for instance, to start demanding for land, for landed property, as in to own a land in a community where I don't come from. You understand? So common sense should have told you that such things would apparently be dead on arrival.
Except that ownership of land is not based on indigenship. I can purchase land in any part of the country today if I meet the requirements of the state.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Nobody's saying that you won't buy land, but there are certain things that you should not, do as someone who came to settle, in that community or in that enclave.
Can I ask you, Mr. Wilson, is the issue about settler versus indigent, do you think that perhaps it's a matter of the perception of time? And I ask this because, we always say that at what point does a settler then become an indigent? If you've been settled for, say, 100 years, 200 years, at what point do you stop being called a settler or an outsider?
Well, there's a woman that was in charge of a mentally rehabilitation home, Itumbozo, a popularly known place in Abia State, Roslyn Cowell. Roslyn is not an indigenous of Itumbozo, but Roslyn settled in that community. She sees herself as a member of the community, and the community accepted her to be a member of the community. So, in the long run, the problem is that when you grant such request, or if such bill scales through, such persons will start demanding probably to have a right that should solely be for the core indigenous of those places. And we should be careful with some of these things so that we don't ignite fire that we cannot be able to quench in the near future. I mean, they should look at whatever they want to do, but whatever they want to do should not supersede the provisions that the Constitution already has. Because when you have something that runs contrary to the Constitution, it means that you are trying to create chaos, as far as we are concerned. So, I mean, they should be more careful to some of those things that they want to. And you even ask, what level of consultation did he pass through before bringing such a thing? It is not when you have, brought out something, probably from your personal bias, and if Nigerians start, kicking against it, you now say that you're withdrawing it, you want to go and do consultation, but that consultation should have been done before you bring such things to the public. So that you don't appear as if to say you want to stoke ethnic fire, you want to cause problems, in the society.
Right. Mr. Wilson, thank you very much for your time on this conversation. Chris Wilson is a social commentator who joined us this morning to speak on the withdrawal of an indigenship bill by Honorable Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Benjamin Kalu. You're still listening to Radio Now 95.3 FM Lagos. We urge you to stay tuned to your Beyond the News station. In a few short moments, the conversation will turn to the National Assembly, where we bring you conversations out of the green and red chambers. Do stay with us.
This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.